YouTube, what's up? Back again for another daily fishing video here on Andrew Upshaw Fishing. If y'all have not had a chance to go check out part 3 of the Most Amazonas trip, you need to go check it out. I'm actually trying to decide if I'm going to edit the rest of that series. There's going to be 3 more videos possibly, but if the views don't go up, I'm definitely not going to edit them. I'm not going to spend the time to work hard to bring the content if y'all don't want to watch it. So comment below if y'all want me to keep editing those videos. I really need some interaction there, so it would really help to decide if I'm going to or not. Today I'm out here with Todd Castledine. We're doing a little bit of filming, and we had a really interesting experience happen earlier. And that experience, we're out there live scoping around, looking around all these suspended bait balls, and we weren't really catching a whole lot. We're seeing some fish. We're throwing jerk baits, swim baits, crank baits, all the baits that you can think of. And we see this real big pile of fish. And we pretty much immediately figured out they were crappie. I was throwing a jerk bait in there. I caught them every cast there for about 4 or 5 casts. And Todd picks up a Damiki rig and catches 1 or 2 really good crappie. I mean, I'm talking some slab crappie. And then this happened. Oh my gosh. Todd and I were crappie fishing. This is what you catch when you're crappie fishing with bass stuff. Wow. Whew. Look at that. Holy cow. I knew when I set the hook on that thing, it was a big one. Look at this. Little 3.25. Oh, that's a good way to close out 2021 right there. It's a pretty one. Wow. How much you think it weighs?
No, I got it.
Don't you think?
He's easy. He's easy over 7. He's 8.
Yeah.
He's 8, no problem.
So guys, that was a really big fish, around 8 pounds or so is kind of what we were guessing, 7 to 8 pounds. We didn't have a scale that worked, but the moral of this story is one thing, especially this time of year, and really any time of year, if you're on a pattern where you're catching a lot of fish using live scope and they're crappie and you're catching them every single cast, don't stop fishing for them. That's a big clue that we've done for a long time. Before live scope and all that stuff, we pull up to all these crappie brush piles back in the day, and even to this day, and there's always one real big bass that hangs out around those crappie piles. And it's the same way that I used to fish on Toledo Bend all the time. We used to catch a bunch of fish around yellow bass and white bass. You'd catch a bunch of white bass in a row, and then lo and behold, you catch a really big bass. And that's exactly what happened in this situation. We get on this brush pile, catching all those crappie. Todd's catching them, I'm catching them every single cast. Then we hook into a giant bass. And it's funny, we're sitting there looking at live scope, and we're starting to learn so much about how fish move and how they migrate in and out of stuff. And we could see the crappie sitting all in their little pile. And then you'd see these real big marks out to the side. And those were the bass just kind of hanging on the outskirts of the pile. And then what we think happened, is we were catching them every cast, and those bass migrated in because those crappie were getting excited. And therefore, I threw that swim. I was actually just throwing a 3.25 inch rage swimmer in there. That rage swimmer swam through those crappie and down to that big bass, and he ate it. And that happens 9 times out of 10. Like, it's crazy how often that happens. I actually remember, Todd, do you remember that show? I want to say it was Hackney. Hackney caught it with Mr. Crappie.
Yeah, on Rayburn.
On Rayburn. It caught a 9-pounder. And, guys, that happens all the time. That's the record.
But he caught it. He caught it on a crappie.
Yeah, he caught it on it. It ate the crappie. Yeah.
He caught a crappie, was reeling it in, and the bass came up and ate it and had it sideways all up in it. He got it all on video. It's crazy.
Didn't that, and I might be wrong here. Maybe y'all can drop a comment below. I actually think the state record largemouth that was caught at Lake Fork was caught while crappie fishing.
Yeah, I think he was trying to crappie
trying to crappie
Yes,
fish,
yes.
and he ended up catching an 18-pounder. You would be shocked. And this doesn't just go for Texas lakes. This goes for all kinds of lakes. Big bass love to eat crappie, especially this time of year when it's cold. It's not really that cold right now, but when those fish are grouping up on shad and really and feeding up for the spawn. And that's exactly what we ran into today. So guys, take that tip. Don't be afraid to keep fishing around those crappie, even though that's not where you're targeting, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna catch a really big fish that's gonna add a lot of weight to your bag. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go check out Todd Castledine on YouTube as well. He caught all the action for me. And we're gonna keep trying to bring y'all the best content that we can. If y'all haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. Comment below what you think, if I should do the Amazonas trip or not. And we'll see you on the next video.
Look at these fish.
Yeah, y'all want to see this here? Look at
Look,
that.
we just rolled over this little high spot, and there's a couple of them right there. That's all a bunch of mess up stuff, because like this lake's kind of weird. It has stuff all over the bottom. But there's enough of them right there. We're gonna go catch some real quick. I've never fished right here.
Okay, we're gonna go catch some fish, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.